Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, Mr. Dennis.
Okay, welcome to everyone's here. It's already 7:30, and the moderator, Miss Pei, and also the speaker is already here. For some of you who have just joined the speaking practice group, welcome. And I think without further ado, I will give the session to Miss Ferrani as the moderator. Please, Miss Pei.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dennis. Hello, everyone. Good evening. How are you guys? I hope you're all doing fine. Thank you for attending this meeting. I am Fair, your moderator for tonight. So before we get into the main topic, allow me to read the timeline in a second. So for the presentation, will be held for about 20 minutes. And after that, we have a Q&A session for about 20 minutes and taking pictures. And so now I will introduce a little bit about the presenter today. He is a very talented young man. He is just 15 years old. His name is Kayfaa Ismail Sastra Pratama. His relevant skills are fluency in English, photography, videography, photo editing on Adobe Lightroom, correction, coloring, and grading in photography, and leadership. Wow, awesome, yeah. And his achievements are the 5 best photos in 2023 in photography art held by Kelompok Cinta Membaca Kota Depok, the most viewed video in 2022 in the videography competition held by Yayasan Masyarakat Peduli Anak Indonesia, first winner of Lomba Foto Jurnalistik 2020 in photography competition held by the Archives and Library Service Kota Depok, and the third winner of Lomba Video Reportase in 2020 in environmental reportage photography competition held by Environment and Sanitation Service Kota Depok. So awesome. Without further ado, you may share your slides now, Mr. Kayfaa, please.
All right, hold on. I will be sharing my screen right now. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, Kayfaa.
All right, good. All right. Good evening, y'all. What's up? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before I start my presentation, I want to introduce a little bit about my presentation topic and about myself too. This night's topic is photography. And yeah, now I'm gonna introduce myself. My name is Kayfaa Ismail Sastra Pratama, and I'm a 14-year-old student with several hobbies, and one of them is photography, which I will present in this session. Also, I'm the eldest son of Miss Iren. I have 2 siblings, Kasvi and Mariam. Right, the content of this presentation is reason. I will explain my journey and why I love photography, and then gears or equipment, gears I've been using for the past 8 years, and then types. There are types or genres of photography because there are a lot of types of photography, but I will only mention some genres here because I haven't tried them all. And yeah, last closing statement. Okay, reason why I love photography. It all started in 2015 when my father went to Netherlands for his master degree in archival science. And not every day, but I usually took random pictures that I found unique for myself at that time. And I thought it may be cool to send it to my father. And yeah, as you can see, I took a picture of aqua cup and this branch and this banana blossom. Right. This is the gear I used for the past 8 years. In 2015, I'm using Fujifilm Finepix S4400 prosumer. It's a prosumer camera. And in 2020, I use Samsung NX Mini. It's a mirrorless camera. Still in 2020, I used Canon PowerShoot SX420 IS. It's a prosumer too. And in 2020, around 2022, I use Nikon D5100. It's DSLR. So maybe some of you all will wondering what's the difference between prosumer, mirrorless, and DSLR. And I will try to explain it a little bit. So can you see the camera I'm holding?
Yes, benar Kayfaa.
Okay, cool.
Yes, I do.
This is a mirrorless camera. You see, this is the sensor of the camera, and it has no mirror. Yeah, you see, it's the lens directly contacted with the sensor of the camera. Now we're gonna see the DSLR. This is my Nikon D5100. You can see that there is a mirror inside. Wait. This is the sensor. Can you see it? This is the sensor.
Yes,
And this is the mirror. You see? So just like the name, mirrorless doesn't have a mirror, which usually the mirror reflected the image so that you can see it from here. This is called a viewfinder. And this one doesn't have a viewfinder. Yeah. Okay. Next slide. This is the types of photography. I only mentioned 3 of the photography genres because yeah, as I said before, I haven't tried them all. This is some of the genres that I've tried. The first is portrait, and the second is landscape. The third is human interest. Yep. Portrait photography. So portrait photography is about capturing the essence, personality, identity, and attitude of a person, utilizing backgrounds, lighting, and posing. So the point of portrait photography is people can feel the emotion of the photo. So they can feel what the photographer are trying to say by looking at the image. Okay, this is landscape photography. Involves a daylight photography of natural features of land, sky, and waters at a distance. I'm using my old picture here, some of my old pictures, 2 of them. This one I took in 2015, also this one I took in 2015 too. And this is the most recent one. I took this in 2023 at Safari Park. I use my old photo because I don't usually do landscape. I am more into a portrait person. So yeah, I don't have much of landscape photos example here. Next slide, human interest photography. The photographer of the human activities, their behavior, and their expression as per particular scenario. So you may be asking what's different between portrait photography and human interest photography. So portrait photography is the person. You're taking a picture of a person, and usually they are posing for you. They are posing for you, and they are not doing other activities other than being your model. Meanwhile, human interest photography, they usually doing other activities and you took picture of them. That's why I'm using this image, because in this image, the person I took photograph of, she's not looking at the camera. She's doing his activity. He's playing with his phone, and that's why this is can be categorized as human interest photography. And yeah, there are a lot more genres out there, but I only mentioned some of them. Yeah, I think that's all. And keeping up with me, you can go check out my Instagram at @kaytookpictures hashtag. This is my phone number, this is my Gmail, and yeah, I think that's all. If some of you have any question, you may ask.
Okay, thank you, Kayfaa. If there's any question, you may write in the chat box, or you can raise your hand and turn on your microphone to ask directly to the speaker. I mean to the presenter. Please. So, tell me more about videography, Kayfaa. Tell us more
Oh.
about videography.
Actually, the basics of videography is photography. So if you wanted to start doing videography, you have to master the basic of photography, because they are basically the same, because film is a moving images, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Rais.
Oh shit.
I believe he's your father.
Oh.
Okay, tell me more. Tell us more about how do you get into the photography thing? Oh yeah, tadi ya udah ya. You have already told us when your father at.
That's not the full reason why I love
Oh
photography.
yeah, okay. Tell
Yeah.
me that. Tell us.
Okay. So this is the reason. Uh, it's because I think that when we took pictures of something, of an event, or of a person doing something, we can look back at the moment. So the people that are living at that moment can look at the photo and, oh, so this is the
Keep the memories.
yeah,
Yeah.
you pick the memories. Or maybe you can capture the bintang jatuh that only happen once a
Moment.
year, or yeah, really happen. So the people that cannot see it directly, they can look at
Oh
your
yes.
photograph. Yeah.
Oh.
So we
Like
can
that.
reminisce it.
Okay. Yeah. Wonderful. So is there any question from participants, please?
There are some, Miss Faye. Some of them
Yes.
raise their hands.
Yeah, Mr. Dennis?
Some of them raise their hands. You
Oh
can-
yeah, really? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I
Okay.
didn't see it. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, I cannot see my, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, first Mr. Afif ya. I thought there's no question. Please,
Hello.
Yeah.
please, Mr. Afif.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Moderator. Mr. Kayfaa, what is the most challenging you since you become photographer up until now?
All right. So this is actually funny because I just got home from an event. I am one of the photographer on that event, and a day before that, after I finished praying, I prayed that I wanted to develop my photography even more, because I think I need to develop my photography. I don't want to be stuck in one point, and at that, yeah. No, sir. Yeah. I don't want to be stuck at one point, so I pray that I wanted to develop my photography more. And at that event that I was just got home, I took a photograph of the contestant, of the participant, the cosplayer. Actually, is some like Japanese event, and they are moving so fast. So once the moderator or the MC called their name to walk to the stage, they pose, and then the jury, like the judge is like giving them score, and then after that they directly go to the back again, and so on. So the problem is they are moving so fast, and the challenge is I have to keep up, and I have to do the right timing. And I think that's hard because to do the right timing, it's only happen like a millisecond, so it's hard to keep up with them. Sometimes my camera autofocus is not focusing at the right subject because my camera is kind of old and the autofocus is not really fast, so it's not really reliable. And so I tried to use the manual focus, but I cannot use it either, because when you use manual focus, it's harder because you have to like really be careful with the focus ring. Wait. If you slightly misfocus the subject, the image will be, this is the focus ring right here. This is it. Yeah. If you misfocus the subject, the image will be crummy or it's not good. So yeah, the problem if I have to keep up with them, and I have to get a photograph of them while doing their pose that only happen like for a minute or maybe shorter. So yeah, it's hard. I think that's the most challenging thing. I hope that answer your question, Mr. Afif.
Mr. Afif, okay, thank you. Mr. Afif, okay, thank you, yeah. Okay, next question from Miss or Mr. Fabry, please. Mr. Fabry or Miss Fabry.
I believe it's gonna be Miss Alita turns because she's the one.
Okay, I'm sorry. Miss Elita, please.
Okay, thank you, Miss Faye as moderator, and thank you for such inspiring presentation, Kayfaa. And today you look so neat. So actually, I always want to be a photographer. Since I was in high school, I just want I don't know, have a connection about taking a photograph. But this is I think at that time, this is a very expensive hobby, I think. But in my university years, I always come to Kantor Berita Antara. It's close to my campus in Salemba. I always go there to see any photography exhibition. Terus I just go. I very a lot of go to TIM, Taman Ismail Marzuki. It's also for just to see the photography exhibition. So Kayfaa, do you have any plan about your photography today? Maybe just a hobby. Is there any chance that you can find a path? This is such for a professional way for your future. Do we have any is there any university that provide this kind of hobby to become for the study? I don't know. Do you have any agenda for that? Or maybe a course? Actually, right now I'm browsing about it, and there is a campus in Milan.
Oh,
in Italy. So I don't know, in Indonesia, is there any kind of that kind? Maybe the IKJ kali ya, IKJ.
yeah. I saw that.
Okay. Such a wonderful presentation. Thank you for Kayfaa. Do you have any plan to expand your hobby to become a professional pathway?
Yeah, I do have a plan to expand my professional hobby. I'm gonna make photography as my full-time job in the future, and therefore, right now in my teen years, I tried to be the tim dokumentasi. I try to be documentasi. It's all right if I don't get paid, but I get the connection. So also I can menambah portfolio.
Okay. Can I question number 2 question?
Yeah,
Do you
sure.
think old people like me can start developing this kind of hobby? Because I like taking picture mostly.
Yeah, photography doesn't have limit of age, so any kind of person can try photography. Maybe like teenager or grown-ups or adults, or even like yeah, yang lebih tua, because it does not require much energy. So orang yang sudah the elderly can take pictures because it's not really exhausting. So yeah, you can.
All right, thank you, Miss Alita, for the question. And the next question, I believe from Miss Ira, your turn.
Yes, my turn.
Please.
Okay, Kayfaa. I have a question. What if someone is willing to buy you a new camera? Let's say better camera that you have now. No, I'm not saying I'm going to buy it though.
Okay.
I'm just asking.
Okay, I'm disappointed.
What if someone is willing to buy a new camera, the better one? Like you had Nikon D500, right?
Yes.
What if someone is willing to upgrade your gear? What is your plan? What are you going to do with your new gear?
I think I'm gonna open a photography. I try to be no. Maybe I will try to like open some kind of jasa so people can use my jasa to capture the activity for like for example, maybe if there's people that wanted to go to Bali and I can be their professional personal photographer to take all the picture on their vacation.
Okay, which one do you prefer, new lenses or new camera?
So this is kind of problematic because yeah, because if you have a nice camera but a scrappy lens, the image will be ugly, and so I think it's better to have a new lens rather than a new camera because yesterday I just tried my father's friend lens. Is a vintage lens, Nikon 50mm f1.2, it's around 9 million. I know it's so expensive. And even though it's expensive, but it doesn't really produce a good image because it's old, and maybe because it was made in maybe like late 90s or late 50s. It's so old, so it doesn't really produce a good image. Yeah, so to answer your question, I think I rather have a new lens than a new camera.
Okay, thank you, Miss Iren, the mom. The next question, you from Aisha Nabila, I believe. Please.
Okay, Mr. Kayfaa, thanks for the great presentation. So I want to ask, do you have any tips on or trick to use the handphone, the smartphone camera properly? Because in this time I can't afford such an expensive camera. So I want to use just a smartphone camera. Do you have any tips or trick?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. May I know what phone are you using?
I'm using iPhone XR.
Okay, so it's a nice phone with a nice camera because my parents use iPhone too, and it really produces good image. You know, the view we are seeing is when we took it with the iPhone is the result is the same like we are seeing. So I think you just have to learn about composition because the quality can you achieve later, but composition you can learn it first because it is more important than the gear itself. So if you are seeing the first picture of my slide, this is my Samsung NX Mini. I'm using the 3x3 grid. It's it's a rule in photography. The name of rule is rule of third. Rule of third. How do I erase this? All right, nah. Rule of third. So just like the name, we usually your phone has some like grid. Does it have like grid? Kayak garis-garis, 3x3. Wait, where is the row? Yes. Yes. And yes. Yeah. Right. I'm sorry. My handwriting is not good, but I bet you got the point. So in this photo, I'm using rule of third. So the center of the lens is no, the lens of the camera is the center at the frame. Can you see it? Yeah. And maybe I can give another example. Wait, how do I? Okay. Yeah. Okay. This also I'm using rule of third, the same composition I'm using at the first of this slide. And yeah, most of my photos I'm using rule of third because it's easy and yeah, it's easy. Yeah, this I'm using same rule of third. Yeah, so I think to answer your question, is there any tips for those who want to capture but doesn't have the budget to buy a camera? I suggest you to learn first about composition, angle, and the other thing. After you understand all those stuff, and maybe you had enough saving to buy a new camera, you can not only take a good picture, the resolution is good, but also the the composition, the angle. So it's not only the resolution is good. I hope that answered your question, Ms. Aisa.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, that is a great tips, yeah. Okay, next question. I believe from Mr. Siapa tadi ya? Afif ya, Mr. Afif. Oh, Mr. Fabric, you still there?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
please.
the question is already delivered by Aisha. Thank you, Aisha.
Oh, okay. Okay, then. Thank you, Mr. Febri. Now, the next question from Mr. Subhan, please.
Okay, Kaifa, my question is not hard to answer. It's very simple.
All right.
In all of your photo, what is the most photo you proud of it? The
Most
of,
photo I'm
yeah.
proud
Can you
of.
show us what is that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Can you see this? I mean, can you see my
Yes, I see it. I see it. Your browser, I see it.
no, not my browser. Wait. Share.
Share the screen,
Nah,
Kayfaa.
can you see this?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. So this is the photos I took with my father's friend's lens. I'm using Nikon 15mm f1.2, and I can say the most photo I'm proud of is probably this one. And I wanted you to guess why I am proud of this photo, Subhan.
I don't know, but the color grading, I don't like that color grading because it's not colorful.
Yeah. All right. So the answer is because I can capture his emotion. You can see his smiling.
Emotion,
Yeah.
I see.
Just like I said earlier, portrait is you trying to express the emotion of the photo.
This is
And
what you talk in human interest photography.
yeah, you're right.
I see.
And you can see right here, I'm using the rule of third 2. You can see the head of the subject is in the center of the frame.
Then it's deliver that emotion of this person.
Yeah, you're right.
I see.
Yeah, so this is the most I can probably say this is my photo that I'm proud the most.
Yeah. And then I want to ask one again, why you use this colorless? This is not colorful, and this one is just white and black.
Oh, because you can see at the bottom of the picture at his chest, you can see it's all white, right? Yeah. And if I make it colorful, like this, it's not really good. You know, it's white and
I see.
We call it in photography, we call it overexposed or too bright. The chest area of this person is too bright, and to deal with this problem, I just make it black and white. So I kind of think that make it less noticeable, not less noticeable too, but because usually old photo, like old film, is overexposed, and yeah, that's why I made it black and white.
I see. Okay, that's my question. Thank you for answering my question.
Yeah, wow, so many things to think, yeah, for only one photo.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, for the next question is from Mr. Ahmad, I believe. Please, Mr. Ahmad.
Yeah, hello, it's me. I know. Basically, my question is very simple and basic too. I just want to know about, do you studying by yourself about the improving your photographic skills by seeing a YouTube or something, or you take a program, and what the program's name? Thank you.
Can you repeat your question and say it more slowly? I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
I understand. Almost people say it like that. I just want to know, but do you improving your skills by saying social media, saying by YouTube or something, studying by yourself, or taking a program, and what the program's name? Yeah, sorry, too fast.
Oh, okay. So to answer your question, I do both. I take a class, I take a course of photography, and I watch video on YouTube, on Instagram, on every platform of media, social media, and to applicate, untuk mengaplikasikan the things that I've watched on the internet. I try to, yeah, just like I said, be tim dokumentasi, so I can evaluate myself from there, Ahmad.
I understand. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ahmad. And the next question is from the chat box. I will read it for you. Kayfaa, would you give some advice for someone like me? It's from Amah Biru, yeah. It's from Miss Biru. For someone like me who can't take photo properly, because in my photo people will lose their arm or how their head or crook, just like Munara Pizza. Please, your answer. Your microphone is off.
All right, I'm sorry. So to answer Amah Biru's question, how to take a picture properly. I'm gonna give the same advice like I gave to Miss Aisa. Maybe you can learn first about composition and angle. So usually when you took a picture and the subject is cropped or half of their head, lose half of their eye because you didn't really apa ya nyebut itu, you didn't really care about the angle or the composition. Therefore, the subject is cropped. So I suggest you to learn first about angle and composition. Means Miss Biru. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the answer. The next question is from the chat box still. Where from?
Don't forget Nabil.
Where? In the chat box?
Yes. In the chat box.
It's from Miss Elita. Where do you take course? Online or offline?
This is a great question. I took a online course. My first course is in 2020. Yeah, I took an online course.
Okay. Maybe you can get the information from Kayfaa directly. Japri, Miss Elita, probably you can ask him. Okay, the next question from Nabil. Kayfaa, I would like to ask, do you think this photography job can be replaced with technology or robots or AI in the future?
Yeah. So to answer this question, I heard of a problem. A person is making a painting using an AI, and people on the internet are arguing on who's the picture belong, who's the picture belongs to, because the person literally did not draw the painting. It's the AI who did the job, and people are agreeing over that. So I think yes, maybe AI can like replicate or maybe make a hyper realistic photo, of course by a comment of a person, but to if someone's saying that my job is a photographer but he's using an AI, you can just try to prove that by giving him a camera, and if he cannot shoot a thing with camera, so it's clear that he did not take the picture by himself, but he is using an AI. So yeah, I think photography job can be replaced by the AI in the future. Like for example, there's a new feature in Photoshop. I forgot what's the name, but it can change your background. using an AI.
Hmm.
So I would like to change my answer. I think it's no, maybe because the person have to took a picture of the subject. Yeah, maybe if for example, if it's portrait photography, that person have to use the camera to get the photograph of the subject of the person, and he clearly cannot use an AI to draw a person. So I think it depends on how advanced the AI would be. So if the AI is getting out of hand and getting more, you know, uh, so hyper realistic, they can make hyper realistic photos, and yeah, I think the job can be replaced by an AI. But for now and for maybe 5 years ahead, I can briefly say no.
Okay. I hope you get the answer, Mr. Nabil. For the next question, I believe is from Mr. Rais. Please, Mr. Rais.
Yeah, thank you. Very simple. One single question, Kayfaa. In my opinion, photography is about record something, capture the moment, in order to keep it as long as you need it, and until then, you have access to the photo later on. Yeah, so these digital files of photos, how you keep them so you can access them in the future. Are there any tips or experience that you can share in terms of keeping this file alive, giving this file access?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for your question. That to answer that question, I think we can upload the picture or the image on online. Can I call it storage like Google Drive or Terabyte? You know, the application that where you can store file there, and maybe Instagram. So you can see it maybe after like 2 years or 3 years. You can look back at the platform, or if you are pretty sure enough that Google Drive or Instagram or other platforms of storage cannot keep the photos, you can try to print the photo so you have a the physics of the photo.
Okay, let me respond to your answer. Obsoleteness, the
The platform.
the 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 limitation of the access of the platform is a main issue in digital ecosystem. So you cannot rely on mainly on this third-party repository, third-party access. You have to have your own control on the files. So you have to make backups not only for one repository, but you need it to keep some other formats in order to make you have access on them for not only 2-3 years in the future, but every 200 years from now. So it is my job because I know how to deal it. So I think you need to really take care the files, these digital files, in good manner and in several places. You cannot really rely on single repository of source. Okay, thank you, Kayfaa.
Yeah, you're welcome. Your question is wonderful.
The question is from the point of view or point of view of Arsiparis, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the time is getting into the end, so I can give one more question, please.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Is there any question? Or we just end the session, Mr. Dennis?
Yes, we go to the breakout room right after this.
Okay, I think it's since that from Kayfaa's father is the last question. I think we have to end this session. Thank you so much again for your great presentation, Kayfaa. Wonderful, and thank you everyone for the question and for the attention. And back to you, Mr. Dennis.
Thank you very much, Miss Pei, and also Brother Kayfaa. I'm so sorry I'm using my avatar because next to me, my son's already sleep. And if I turn on the lights, so he'll wake up. So I'm sorry that I'm using this avatar. So what are we gonna do next? Especially for some of you who have just joined this community, because I saw some new names. After this, we are going to put you into the breakout room session. You will be partnered with someone and you may talk the topic about photography, or you may talk about everything. Each breakout room will be for 15 minutes, and there will be 2 rounds of breakout room. Okay, and before we move to the breakout room, if you may please turn on your camera, we are going to take a group picture first, because yeah, I'm just worried some of you might leave. Thank you, Mr. G. And yeah, you may turn on the camera. I'm going to count for 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, I'm gonna take the picture. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cheese. All right, that's the first one. I have 2 rooms, actually, not 2 rooms. I have 2, yeah. I have 2 screens. I don't know what we call that one. Dang, I forget the word.
Slide.
2 what?
Slide.
Oh, 2 slides. There you go. Thank you very much, everyone. Suddenly my mind's blank. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Cheese. Okay. That's the second slide. All right. Okay. All right. So now we are going to put you into breakout room. We have 25 participants here. Okay, now becoming only just 24. This is what I am worried about. When it goes to breakout rooms, everyone leaves. This is actually what the speaking group is. Okay, it's okay. If you cannot go to the breakout room, I will not force you actually. But I'm gonna be mad. No, just kidding. So let's change.
Maybe some of them is introvert.
Okay, so wait. Wait, yeah. Just a moment. Just a moment. Okay. Okay. In room 1, there will be Haura, Miss Haura with Mr. Rango. In room 2, there will be Mr. Febri and Mr. Kayfaa. Room 3, Miss Ayu and Miss Nurul. Room 4, Miss Elita and Mr. G. Room 5, Miss Ai and Mr. Torik. Room 6, Mr. Dian and Mr. Subhan. Room 7, I think Mr. Dian, yeah, I'm not really sure. Mr. Afif and Mr. Mehdi. Room 8, Miss Faye and Mad. Room 9, Miss Aisha, seems like with me. Room 10, Mr. Torik and Mr. Zamzam. Room 11, Miss Ina and Miss Irene. There is a possibility Miss Aisha with somebody else, but I do not know because someone's not in this room yet. So I will open the room for 15 minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes to talk with your partner. Start from now. Okay. In the breakout room, I actually talked to Miss Ina, and I believe that I'm sorry if the time suddenly off, yeah, because it's already 15 minutes. Now we are going for the second session. So we still have 23 participants here. Let me recreate. Please tell me if you already with the same person. And now it's already 22, so I need to recreate again. Hang on. Okay. Please tell me if you already with this same partner. Room 1, Miss Ayu with Mr. Subhan. Wait. Just a moment. Hang on. Okay. Let me repeat again, yeah. Room 1, Miss Ayu with Mr. Subhan. Room 2, Mr. Febri with Mr. G. Room 3, Mr. Mehdi with Miss Ina. I skip for room 5 first. Room 5, Miss Aisha with Mr. Torik Ramadan. Room 6, Mr. Altamis and Mr. Mat. Room 7, Miss Faye and also Miss Retno Wahyu. Room 8, Miss Elita and Miss Irene. Room 9, Mr. Dian or Miss Dian with Mr. Kayfaa. Room 10, Miss Ai with Mr. Rango. Room 11, Mr. Afif and Miss Nurul. And yeah, it seems that Mr. Nabil joined. So Mr. Nabil will be with Mr. Torik Gani. So I will open the room for 15 minutes. Start from now. Basically, Hasana, after this, I will introduce you to all participants because some of them also are just new. So welcome to our community.
Sorry.
Hello. Okay.
Hi, Miss Iren.
Okay.
Hi.
It seems that everyone's already here. Welcome all. So yeah, and I see there are new participants joining this meeting tonight. So before we are going to find the next speaker and next moderator, and also I will announce related to our speaking practice group second anniversary. So I will ask for new participants who just joined tonight. I think Miss Hasana, who just joined us, would you mind introducing yourself and how do you know this group from? Please tell us about yourself, Miss Hasana.
Okay, Bang Dennis, thank you for letting me introduce myself. Hello, everyone. It's nice to see you all tonight. My name is Rosmanir Hasana. You can call me Hasana.
I am a fresh graduate last year. I know this program because this is because Bang Dennis shared to the group. It's awardee that I and Bang Dennis from the same scholarship. So I just interested to join because I want to leverage my speaking in English, and hopefully that I can collaborate with you all, and I can also learn from you guys how you learn English, and how usually pronounce it better. So maybe I can copy it, or I can regularly reminding from you
Thank you,
guys.
Miss Hasana. Okay. After Miss Hasana, we also have Miss Ina Rahayu Ginting. Would you mind introducing yourself, Miss Ina?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dennis. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Salam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good night, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm Ina Rahayu Ginting. You can call me Ina. I know this community from Kak Iren, because Kak Iren my mentor in Liko. I also enjoy talking with Mr. Dennis when the room is breakout, and I hope I can join next meeting because my problem is I'm not confident with conversation.
But you're good in speaking English. No worries, Miss Ina.
Thank you, Kak Iren, to join this community. Thank you,
Miss
Mr. Dennis, and
Ina.
thank you, everyone.
Okay, beside Miss Ina, I think I also noticed that Miss Aisyah Nabila. Is this the first time for you to join this meeting?
Yes, this is my first time.
So would you mind introducing yourself and also tell us how do you know this program from?
Okay. Good night, everyone. My name
Good
is
evening.
Aisyah Nabila, and I know this program from my mom, and my mom shared it from Mrs. Iran.
Okay.
Mm.
Good. Is your mom here too?
No,
Okay.
my mom is not here.
And what's your activity now, if we may know?
My activity is study because
Studying.
I'm currently in college.
Ah, wow.
I'm first year in college,
Which college are you in?
Indonesian University.
What major?
Marvelous. What major? Same university as Miss
Chinese
Alita.
Yes, same.
literature.
What?
Chinese literature in
Oh, wow.
Indonesian University.
Oh, you should.
So what?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sastra Cina ya.
Sastra Cina.
Okay.
So my reason to join this program because I want to practice my English because around me is not many people
Speak
like
English.
to speak English.
Around you speak Chinese?
I can hear you well.
Yeah, does around you speak around you speak Chinese? Miss Pei was asking. Do they speak
Yes,
Chinese?
my lecturer is forced us to only speaking Chinese and Indonesian and not mix it with other language.
Oh,
So we can focus.
Oh my
you are
God.
able to speak Chinese too?
Yes, a bit because
cool.
I'm only in my first year. I can speak a little
Good
bit
luck.
of Chinese. Yes, thank you.
Yay, we have the polyglot like what Mr. February wrote. Nice. Okay, thank you, Miss Aisha. Hopefully you can enjoy our meeting.
You're welcome.
After Miss Aisha, I also noticed that Miss Dian. Miss Dian, would you mind? I'm sorry that I was calling you by Mister, but I saw your face before. So would you mind telling who you are and how do you know this program from?
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Dian. Right now, I am working as an employee, at one of IT company in Jakarta. I knew this Zoom from Kak Iren or Miss Iren because she's my Lico mentor, and Ina is my friend. So yeah. Why I joined this Zoom, because actually I have same hobby as Kayfaa. My hobby also photography, so I curious about Kayfaa's journey in photography. I joined this Zoom.
Thank you, Miss Ian, for joining us. Okay, so it's another link for Miss Iren. Very nice. Wait. Just want to reconfirm. Oh, are you? I don't think you are. I think you're my student. Are you? Would you mind introducing yourself?
Yes, Mr. Dennis.
There you go, Aini, right?
Yes.
Is this the first time? I think this is the first time you are until finished, but this is not the first time you joined,
No.
right?
My third.
Yeah, your third, but you haven't introduced yourself in front of others. Would you mind introducing yourself, please?
Okay, my name is Aisyah Kurata Aini. Everyone calls me Aisyah.
I call you Aini. Continue.
Once again. I think that's
And how do you know this from? From Kayfaa,
from Haura, Torik,
Haura.
Altamis.
I see. Those are your circle, yeah, your friends. Okay, thank
Yes.
you. Aini, Aisyah, same for me. Thank you for joining us, yeah. Okay. Mr. Muhammad Wahyu Nugra, Mr. Muhammad Wahyu Nugroho, is this the first time for you to join this session? Take care, Mr. February. Okay. Yes. Hello, Mr. Muhammad Wahyu Nugroho, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Is this the first time for you to join us?
It's second time.
Okay, the second time. So have you already introduced yourself to everyone, probably? Probably I missed yours.
No.
Okay. So would you mind introducing yourself then? And how do you know this program from?
I don't have a program, but I have the activity for FTD.
Okay, so how do you know this program from?
What is now program from the schedule now? It's
You
the
just
activity.
joined, yeah.
Yes, I know.
Okay. We actually in our last meeting, but it's okay. Thank you for joining. So this is the
All
ending
right.
actually. So may I know what's your activity? Are you a
It's
student?
now
Are
it's
you
activity for now with my kids and then with my wife.
Okay. And my last question is,
Yes.
how do you know this from?
What happened?
How do you know this program from?
What is the topic from program now?
No, I mean you join us, right? So you get the link. How do you know us?
Yes.
How do you know us from?
I'm looking from the group WhatsApp group.
Oh, you are in the WhatsApp group. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Wahyu, for joining
All
us.
right. Thank
Okay.
you.
So for some of new participants, this group is named Speaking Practice Group. Let me show you the Instagram. So Speaking Practice Group has Instagram and also WhatsApp group. This is non-voluntary, non-paid community. So this is free community. Anyone from any age, from any background can join us. Yeah. And this group was actually initiated 2 years ago. When I checked the WhatsApp group, this group was first made in 21 June 2021, but I just joined the group in 21 July 2021. So this group is actually initiated by some alumni of Rumah Kepemimpinan. They joined the IELTS class, which was given by me at that time in 2021. And yes, this group is always done every week from 7:30 until 9:15. So if you, the door is open unless it's already 9:15. So, and we have the activities such as presentation from our member and also a breakout room where you will speak with many people. And here we have, besides the new participants, we have Brother Kayfaa, who have just presented the wonderful presentation, and also Miss Faye as the moderator tonight. And besides that, we have some other participants who have already joined the meeting for more than one time, such as Mr. Tori Kamadan, and our previous moderator of Instagram, Mr. Rango. Nice to have you again, Brother Rango.
Yeah, it's been a long time, Brother Dennis, since
No
I
worries,
joined
Brother Rango.
the
The
last
door still
meeting.
open. So, and we have Miss Elita also, Mr. G, Mr. Genta, Miss Iren, Brother Nabil, Brother Mad, Brother Altamis, Haura, Brother Tori, Miss Retno Wahyu. Yeah, those are the other participants. And probably before we choose the new presenter and new moderator for next week, Brother Kayfaa, would you mind to say the last words for photography? So you can say to everyone who just joined the night meeting.
My last word for my last word for my last word for photography, or my quote for photography: just start. Don't make excuses. Don't make like, oh, I don't have a great camera. Oh, but my phone is doesn't have a good resolution of an image. Just start until you at one point get to buy all those gear. So just start and make zero excuses.
Okay. Thank you very much, Brother Kayfaa. So now we move on to the next speaker. Does anybody want to be the next speaker? I think that Mr. Genta is smiling. So Mr. Genta, would you like to be the speaker next week? I just appoint you directly. Is it possible, sir? I'm just asking.
It is possible because I have my free time in next week, probably. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Genta. Later on, Mr. Acep will ask you about the topic that you will be delivered. Thank you very much, Mr. Genta. Okay, after Mr. Genta, does anybody want to be the moderator? Okay, I am just appointing. Anybody wants to be the moderator before I appointing like what I did to Mr. Genta before? Okay, probably I will ask Brother Torik Gani. You joined this not only for the first time, right? I know. Torik, would you like to be the moderator? Brother Torik, knock knock, are you there?
I'm not yet ready yet, Mr.
Are you not ready? Okay.
Yes,
I
sorry.
will not force you then. It's okay. How about Aini, you joined not the first time, right? Oh, but this is your first
Yes.
time. Yeah. Do you want to be the moderator?
Yes.
Do you want to be the moderator?
No.
Ah,
Of course no.
You break my heart into pieces.
Sorry.
Okay, who else? Yeah. Miss, who else here? That okay. somebody nominates Brother Altamis. Brother Altamis, do you want to be the moderator? Yes or no? You can say no because you already did once, but you can say yes.
Yes, 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 yes,
Yes, yes, yes, yes, yes. Make someone proud. Make someone proud.
Yes or no?
okay.
Yeah, yes, sir. Let's go.
Make someone proud. I'm getting curious with this thing. Is there any puppy love here? No, just kidding. I'm just thinking about it. All right. So next week we will have the presenter will be Mr. Genta, Mr. G, and the moderator will be Mr. Artamis. Oh yeah, related to our second anniversary, possibly, inshallah, the anniversary will be done by July 1st, which is on Saturday night. And it will be done hybridly. So offline and online. So far, the room, the place will be in, let me show you, yeah. Hang on. I still have 3 more minutes, right? So 2 stories. 2 stories. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Maps. Okay. Yeah. All right, let me share screen. So since we will have the second anniversary for this group, we will have the offline meeting and also we will conduct the online meeting. So far, the place that I agree is on 2 Stories restaurant in Bogor. So because it's second year, that's why I put 2 for our second anniversary. So if you can join, you may join. And about the menu, of course, I need to tell from now, yeah, there will be RSVP. So you may pay by your own, and we will meet about 6:30 until 8:30. So it's nearby Bogor Toll. So if you are actually driving a car or you are taking the train, you may take the train as well. But this is not compulsory. So if you can join the offline meeting, we will do the dinner time, but not on Sunday, but on Saturday, July 1st, because it's after Idul Adha, yeah. So I think that's all, and there will be more announcement in the WhatsApp group, where it will be in Bogor, and the name of the restaurant is 2 Stories. If it is possible, I will also invite the native speaker, if it is possible. But I don't know. I will. So if you come to Bogor and you might meet the native speaker, and possibly he or she will deliver like the presentation as usual. Yeah, but it will start from 6:30 until maximum 8:30. Yeah, I will share the information later. That's all for tonight. Thank you very much for your time, everyone. It's exactly 9:15 before we finish. If you can turn your camera again, we're gonna take a picture.
Oh, again?
Yeah, one more time. Since now it's only just 19 people. Previously was 30 something. So now we know who's actually until the end, who survived. 3,
Oh yeah, this is a
2,
battle royale.
3, 2, 1. Thank you very much, everyone. See you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a great
Waalaikumsalam
See you next
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you
week.
so
Thank
much,
you,
Brother
Bro
Dennis. Thank you
Dennis.